Awaken Cohort.
And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates. I am Lieutenant Commander That voice! Oh my god, that voice! It ruins my throat every single time. But anyway, I am Lieutenant Commander Turk of the Heavy Battlecruiser GCS Littlefoot as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire. And we have already made considerable gains. Well, considerable meaning 2 tiles. But we have managed to capture the planet down here over at 23-9, which is going to serve as our primary basing off point. We will thrust into the heart of the Romulan Star Empire, battering aside their sneaky stealth ships with our implacable castle-like starships. So, last episode we had a little bit of an interesting setup. We had to fight another one of those Star Dogs, which are always slightly frustrating. And then we had to fight against a Romulan frigate, I think it was a frigate, who just sat there in cloak while we bombarded him. Oh yes, it was so much fun. Basically, that battle went for like 10 minutes with us just trying to annihilate this guy who was just sitting in cloak doing a speed of 0.5, so we couldn't even mine him. But anyway, we are back on another operation. It is a surprise reversed, so we're going to increase speed to our maximum of 19. We're not even going to bother with the Wild Weasel shuttle. We're just going to come along the course. We have no friends in the area, and we are facing a frigate, another frigate, another frigate. So 4 frigates so far in our range, and they do appear to be ISC vessels. So this is normally a destroyer style. So this will probably be the largest one. So we will pick up as much speed as we possibly can and rush on over, and then just try and fire all our heavy weapons into them. Maybe they'll explode in one shot. I highly doubt it, considering this is an early era command cruiser and not, say, a dreadnought or a late era command cruiser. But we can always hope and pray. So let's increase our speed. We're capable of doing this much speed, apparently, until the plasma torpedoes finish loading. And let's increase the speed of time, because nothing is going to happen in the next however many turns it takes us to make it to this frigate. Now, it is still a slightly dangerous proposition. That many frigates is definitely capable of overwhelming even a command cruiser, especially in the early era. I mean, everything is just kind of balanced on a knife edge, and you just have to learn to live with that. So we're on course. It's a DDL, so a destroyer leader. We're seeing a police ship off to our port side. I'm going to assume most of them are actually police ships. We're at normal speed. Let's get right up on top of him, and all weapons fire! Wow. We only did that much damage to him? I mean, yeah, a lot of ship systems are shocked all over the place, but we only did a grand total of 60 damage to this guy in one pass. That is shockingly light, and I have been sort of somewhat forming a background impression that our command cruiser is incredibly poorly armed. I don't want to be too negative about it, but, I mean, look at that. We had a full, completely open shot, and our heavy cruiser, our command cruiser, only did 60 damage. That's not phenomenal. It is not fantastic. So let's see if we can't kill him quickly before, you know, all hell breaks loose, and it will. All phasers fire. Another 42 damage right there. Let's see if we can hit him with any amount from the tail whip. Another little bit of damage there. He's crippled, he's damaged, he's lost both of his plasma torpedoes, and he's down to a single phaser 1. I don't think we can afford to waste more time with him. Let's target you, because you have a different armament. Yeah, okay, so you have additional phaser 3s for point defense systems. We're going to have to start focusing on you, because I can't afford a third round trying to fire at that DDL. It just, we would not survive. So let's get right on top of you so that no mistakes can be made. All up and select fire, fire. There we go, just in time. Passing over the top of him, we have not managed to disable his, oh, there we go. Plasma F is officially disabled, and we've taken out 2 of his, both of his phaser 3s, actually. So there's a considerable amount of plasma here, and I don't know if it's charging. One of the ships has just become active. Plasma torpedoes, prepare to fire. Who just went active? Is it you? It's you. It's the one we just mauled. So I'm going to ignore you. Instead, I'm going to line up right on top of you and give you every single barrel that I've got. So stand by, you die. There we go, that's more like it on a surprise reversed. And I'm half tempted to drop mines on top of everybody so that the moment they try and move, they will die. So I can come in and I'll blast you on my way past. But I've really got to get a handle on the number of these ships that are active, because if his plasma torpedo is armed, which I'm starting to think it is, we could have some serious bad days. He is firing his phasers at us, and wasn't enough to kill him yet. I'm anticipating another vessel coming online very shortly. Let's prep the Wild Weasel, and let's get in here and go reinforce all power to reinforcement. So another destroyer just went active, so 2 of those vessels are online. Oh no, it's this one. All fire. Whew! We got the phaser fire in just in time, I think. We have incoming plasma torpedo fire. We are kind of surrounded now. So we had an opportunity to deal an exceptional amount of damage to everything. And unfortunately, well, that time has passed. And now for the brawl. He has 3 plasma torpedoes to our 2. This guy is currently offline, and this is real. And we don't have anything to defend ourselves against. Still no phasers ready for that pass. There should be another set of plasma torpedoes on somebody. I'm gonna guess that it's you. You're chugging along at a low speed. You gotta die. I gotta kill you. The reason is because he's so badly damaged, but if he comes back, he'll have systems online. We're gonna give him a phaser barrage, and then we're gonna come around hard and dump plasma to the other ones. So, all of them fire. There we go. It tore him apart. Let's fire the stern phasers. Prepare for a full flip on the turn. Decoy is ready to go, so we do have some defenses. No, you're the target because his plasma torpedo is offline. Unfortunately, we don't have anything lined up for that. So, plasma torpedo's not quite online. We're still wasting a little bit of time. There they go. Fire the first one, because he is heading towards us at quite the high speed. And fire the second one, and all phaser fire. No phaser fire to work with right now. So just out of him with the tail whip a little bit. Deal a little bit of... There we go. Get some damage in on there. We managed to disable one of his phasers, and him traveling at that speed probably means he's not charging his plasma torpedo. This guy might be a different story. He may be charging. We'll try and get an angle on him. Unfortunately, well, we're going to have to probably Star Castle for a bit, which is not fun. We do not turn particularly well. However, we do have excellent phaser arcs. So I'm probably going to focus on you just to take out the... Cut off the head. This is, after all, the patrol leader, or the police W, which, whatever the W means, but he is better armed, at least in point defense. So let's get on top of him, a little bit closer, and then unload all phasers. There we go. Took one of them out. Now you're my target. We're going to focus on you. Fire a little bit of light phaser fire in his direction. They don't have particularly good shields, but you never know. He is going outbound. No, he's coming back in, so he's making his turn. He's fired his phaser, and he has no phasers to exploit anything. So let's fire a phaser over there. Continue the turn, and we'll turn into him, and hopefully we can force, I don't know, an overshoot or something? This is not exactly aerospace combat. He's going to get over to our other side. Really, perhaps a good idea might be to completely stop. All phasers, engage. We managed to get a hole through him. And can we get another angle slightly? Yeah, there we go. So we got another couple of phasers involved on that one. He's going to cut across our stern once again. And we don't have enough power to really deal with him. I'm going to go right for this guy. The reason being, I've got plasma torpedoes. Plasma torpedoes, engage at long range. Is that long range for a plasma G? It does reach out to a range of 20. But he is traveling away, so this might reduce the firepower somewhat. You took that. Another plasma torpedo. No phasers are quite ready yet. There we go. We managed to cause just enough shock overload. So now let's come in on this last guy, see if we can't take him out. He's... one phaser destroyed, one phaser shocked offline, and that plasma torpedo has only just started charging. He's dumped a mine, but it's not really going to help him. So we're getting some hits on through. He's dropped down to a speed of 13. And if he keeps up in this turn, I'm going to lose him. He did activate a high-energy turn, which didn't really work out, I don't think. So let's turn into him a bit. So we don't have any forward phasers right now. We only have a stern-firing phaser. As you can see, rear left quarter. But it's always better to be behind your enemy than in front of your enemy. And we are charging phasers, so eventually it's going to happen. And if he keeps going in this direction, we are going to get shot with that one. His speed really falling now. He's down to 9.1. He's lost his forward plasma torpedo, and it wasn't even fully charged, so he's not going to get the advantage of that. And now we're just causing some nice little snap-through damage. I'm going to assume he doesn't have any systems left. So let's turn the other way. We'll be able to get this these 3 phaser mounts to get a good shot on him. Hopefully it'll happen before we hit a range of 5, where phasers really stop losing effectiveness, and there we go. Finally managed to take him out. Whew. It's a little bit more hairy than we normally would want it. But victory is a victory. So let's see how much prestige a surprise reverse like that got us. We actually didn't take any damage. So that's great. 300 prestige for that, and no damage, and the tile flipped, which is a tile sort of between 2 important tiles. And I'm going to push on this. It's gonna be hard to break, because it's a planet and a space station. That kind of combination is hard to take on. But if we can take it, oh, it'll be great for pushing out our influence, increase our speed. We are fighting Romulans according to the mission briefing, but we all know how accurate battlefield intelligence is in this game. So we're getting up to right about here, I think. No, we are several points lower than what we could be. So we're up to a speed of 18, and it looks like we found a freighter coming out of this absolutely beautiful nebula, but just a single freighter. Increase the speed of time. I don't anticipate more ships on this route. Oh, no, there are. A dreadnought! What? But why, game? That's not fair. It is a WVL. I don't know what the heck that means, but dear God. What did we do? It's a dreadnought. It's a full-on screw you dreadnought. Slow down the speed of time. We need... Okay, so he's only armed with phasers. That works for us in some ways. So, first plasma torpedo away. All weapons charged and ready. Get ready to slam him with everything you got. Now. Okay. So the first problem is dealt with. Target, probe. Slow down 2 points of speed. Come into the electronic warfare sector and click on 2. He's got 2 R-type plasma torpedoes. Hi. Yeah. That's a little outrageous. So his overall armament is not significantly powerful. Like he's got 6 phaser 1s. We have 8. He's got 2 plasma torpedoes. We have 2 plasma torpedoes. The difference is qualitative. He's got 2 R-type plasma torpedoes. Those are an ever-loving nightmare, and the only way we're going to win this mission is by being just a little bit smarter and a little bit more clever. Now, I'm assuming he has both those plasma torpedoes armed, which means that he's going to save one. He'll fire one torpedo, and he'll save the other. So, with that in mind... Oh, wrong button. Increase speed. We're going to keep on his edges, and we're going to start broadsiding G-type plasma torpedoes. That's my plan. So let's go this shield, this shield, this shield, reinforcement. Reinforce all, please. Okay, so our second decoy is ready, just in case. So the plan is, we're just going to stick out here at a range beyond 10 and chuck plasma torpedoes his way. Okay? Sound like a plan to you? I think it's a plan. Because it's an extended range plasma torpedo, which works for us. And we'll be able to shoot about 2 at a time. Okay, so we got one hit. And we'll send another one his way. Come on, get that. There we go. Other plasma torpedo his way. And now we'll reverse again. And just double check. So we're putting 4.8 points of energy into the shield, which means we are going at a speed that we can charge and move. This is my plan. We're just going to do circles around this guy until we basically batter his shields down and start breaking him. Because if we go in on that, the AI is not brilliant, but it is smart enough to understand that if it fires both plasma torpedoes, I will dump a wild weasel. So what it does is it will most likely, and I have high confidence of this, that it would fire one plasma R. Because it knows that 50 damage is not something I can simply ignore. After, the plasma R came in and, I dumped a wild weasel to avoid the damage, he would then fire his other plasma torpedo. There it is. Increase speed. He's gone into cloak. Maximum power to engines. Set course directly away from the target. And now we got to burn this thing dry. So how close to an edge are we? Because we got to have to keep that in mind. So we're now going to burn this torpedo dry. And look, this torpedo is still coming. And, yeah, at the distance and speed we're traveling at, this torpedo is still coming after us. And yes, I'm going to continue on this course until... Okay, it petered out. Now into him. Probe. I need to know whether or not that was fake. It was real, and he's not fully charged. Okay, we got to jump on this. We got to get right on top of this, because those torpedoes were real, and he is 2 turns away from being able to use anything. We are 1 turn away from being able to get in range to him, because we're doing a speed of 31. So we're going to jump on top of him. Oh, and then we're going to We're going to high energy turn, I think. Okay. This gets... We tried this once before. It got very ugly. Transporter mines. There. Okay, didn't quite work. And back to our vision. So we have managed to significantly damage him on his forward shield. We haven't broken it. His R-type torpedo is coming back online shortly. And mining. Increase speed. And are you going to stay in cloak? Oh, come on. The mine definitely would have turned on by now. It's going to miss him by a little bit. His R-type torpedo is about to come online. I got to get on his tail, and I got to do it now. He's coming out of cloak now. That R-type torpedo is ready to fire. Okay, set course directly away from him. He hasn't hit us. We are successfully utilizing a defense shift of 1 because we are putting power into our electronic warfare system. We're putting 2 points in, not 1, just to serve as a bit of a buffer, but since he's not defending it, we'll put the 1 in. So that makes him significantly less accurate against us. So now what are you going to do, friend? Okay, he is trying to get Betis into him. He's doing a speed of 17, which is significantly more than he normally does. Okay, at 17 I want to get ahead of him. Because I don't want to burn this torpedo too badly. We should get that port side reinforcement going. I think. Reinforce, okay. Ooh, stand by, wait for it. Wait for him to come to us. Plasma torpedo. He's fired his. Increased speed to maximum power. Oh, it's going to break the lock, isn't it? Come on, hit it. Oh, it hit. Yes. So we did get a successful hit in there. All auxiliary power to the stern. Just in case, you never know. It is coming at us remarkably quickly. We're not going to get away from this one. Brace for impact, folks. We've weakened it as much as we can. Okay, it wasn't too bad. So back on into him. We do have 1 plasma torpedo ready to go. So let's slow this boat down and get ready with a tractor beam. We're going to do this a bit more dangerously than we did before. So what we did last time is we flash cubed him. We dumped a mine on top of him. He hit the mine. He exposed himself. We fired a whole bunch of phasers into him. Now what we're going to do is a tractor anchor. We're going to flash cube him and then kick on the tractor beam to hold him. And we're going to fire plasma torpedoes and all phasers right on into him. The hope with this tactic is that he won't be able to get away, he won't be able to deploy a shuttle, and he will be weak. That is the hope. The problem is he does still have a Type R torpedo. That could be armed. I don't think it is, but it might be. Alright. Top view. No. Top view. Transporters. Turn into him. Oh no, it didn't activate. Gosh darn it. Pull away from it. Maybe it'll activate on the retreating side. Nope. Didn't work. We mistimed it. So we got to come back around. He will have another R-type torpedo ready to go. So this tractor beam would be... Here it comes. Slow down time. I need a moment to think. Or actually a moment to hit buttons. So shut that off. We ain't gonna need it. Go back to our view. The Romani Palma. Shield reinforcement. Okay. Probe. Now. Oh crap, I hit the wrong button. I told it to mine. That was dumb. I told it to drop a mine and not a wild weasel. Gosh darn it. That was a hit we didn't need to take. We've taken 5 points of energy damage right there. Dear God. Repair yard. That was bad. That was not good. How many mines do you have? So, let's see if we can't recover from this position. Because if I had hit the W key and not the M key, because that's what happened, we would have been in a considerably better position. Although we are now on his tail. We do not have a forward starboard shield, but we are on his tail. I'm going to reveal it because I have to keep here. A Gorn ship trying to outmaneuver a Romulan vessel. Who'd have thunk it? Keep patching those engines. I need all the power you can get me. Keep right on top of him. Do not let him get away. We keep in tight. We keep ready. And the moment he decloaks... If he decloaks. I mean, he could, you know, not decloak. And in fact, I probably wouldn't decloak in this situation. I'd probably try and maneuver around me. But the moment he decloaks, we'll be able to light him up with everything we've got. Hey, Marines? Yeah, if we wanted to steal the... Ooh. He's only got 10 people on board. Okay, I'm now going to go... Tractor beam, engage it. If he comes out, I'm going to have him completely dead to rights. We'll have him in a tractor beam, which will mean no wild weasels. So we will be able to hold on to him. And we'll be able to dump... Alright, he's coming out! All weapons fire! Let him go! Hit and run raids. Kill the torpedo. Got it! Okay, that torpedo is still active. So it still hangs around for a little while after the hardpoint's been destroyed. So that is something we definitely got to keep aware of. However, we did just wipe out his single active plasma torpedo. And we did get a full blast into him. So that's a really nice position to be in. Basically, we lit up his entire stern, got a couple of plasma torpedoes in him, we're able to get some Marines on board. If we can get the other one, he's toast. So that's the plan now. We got to get a nice phaser barrage in on him to open him up. I don't know if he still has it. I really don't. And... don't need to engage the tractor beam because I don't need to worry about wild weasels right now. In a couple of turns, yeah, then we worry. Starting to cause some light damage, just a few Mizia attacks. We're at close range, may as well. And also it's just phasers, they recharge every turn. I don't anticipate him trying to come back around anytime soon. Let's increase our speed, see if we can't get some maneuverability out of that. So we did have a major misstep and it did cost us. He managed to blast a hole right through with one shot, caused a ton of damage, shocked a bunch of systems, damaged a bunch of systems, but didn't knock anything out. Mostly it got hit on our warp core. We lost 5 points of power from that one hit. So, Marines, we're going to set you up. Your next raid is this other one. He's coming out of cloak. Okay, you don't have it ready. I'm sure of it. I'm positive you do not have the weapon ready. And get around to that hardpoint there. Marines, go, go, go. Hit and run target destroyed. Yes, we got him. Hard over. I need to be right on top of this guy. We want to halt him from being able to accomplish anything, and I want to get, the other half of my weaponry on board. He's doing a speed of 16. That is not insignificant. For a dreadnought, anyway. Although we have taken out both of his heavy weapons. So he is basically down to 6 phasers. Oh, that was a good hit. He's dropped from 16 down to 13.7, and we're about to come in. Ooh, he's dropped even further. He's lashing back with his phasers, but he doesn't have a good shot yet. Okay, we've managed to plow through the shields a bit. And, ooh, we're going to have to expose a very weak side. Pull away. Pull hard. Just lay into him with phasers now. Cause as much damage. Ooh, he's really took a hit beating Matt. He's down to a speed of 8. Whew. And his lashback with phasers bounced off our stern shields. I don't think he's yet prepared to use that R-type torpedo. It should come online and it'll give us 3 turns before he can use it. So with the fact that he's doing a speed of 6.3, I'm going to guess... Oh, he's cloaking. He's making the cloak. I was about to say, I'm going to guess he can't cloak. But no, he can definitely still cloak. So let's see if he fixed that system. We're going to get it nice and close to get a good reading on him. We'll be able to figure out through our close-in hull scans where we're detecting repair tools and life signs, even though we can't get accurate targeting data. Yeah, he's patched it. He's fixed it. So, Marines, I need you to blow it up again. And I need to come right onto this stern. Show me the stern. He's coming out of cloak. Give me another couple of good hits in. There go the Marines. Did they get it? No, they didn't. They only shocked it a bit. We are going to have our G-type plasma torpedoes online, though. So let's get a shot in there. He's doing a speed of 0.3. Oh, that's power problems for you. I'll bet no more cloak on this one. 20 damage straight up from the plasma torpedo. Okay, how many people are left on board? 3? He's mine. If he survives the following salvo. Transporters are not ready. Yeah, I take it back. I wasn't going to wait for the transporters to be ready. Whew! We took out a dreadnought. That's nice. Our command cruiser, properly flown and executed, even with a small mistake, did manage to come out on top over a dreadnought, which basically had the same armament as us, just more powerful ones. So, didn't take the planet. We weren't expecting to, but we did manage to take out a dreadnought. So, that's going to be a major coup in this war. Romulan dreadnought annihilated by confident, cool, collected Gorn captain who was never panicking at any moment in that fight. Anyway, so we have managed to start placing the hurt on the planetary station at 21-9, and it will be the source of our main efforts at this time. After that, maybe we'll move over here, or maybe we'll find a better prize. But anyway, that will have to wait for a future episode. And because of our fantastic operation, managing to destroy a enemy dreadnought, Gorn High Command has seen fit to promote us to Captain! That's right, we've finally made it to the next rung on the ladder to Fleet Admiral. Anyway, I've been Tyrek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see a notification every time we see these videos. Blah, blah, blah. Press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.